Alright, so the tent is mostly dried out, so I'm going to pack it up and get hiking. I'm not going to do very many miles today. My feet are still pretty sore from yesterday. I'm probably going to do 2.5, 3 miles, call it quits, and then tomorrow I'll get up and I'll do a big one. Or maybe we'll do longer than that. Depends on the weather, but it's the weather report is currently saying we should be getting rain from like 1 to 5, but you never know. I mean, it's so random out here in the hills. I mean, you could be on one side of the hill and get absolutely dumped on. The other side of the hill is bone dry and doesn't see a drop. So it's sometimes hard to tell what you're gonna get. But oh, hey, look at that! Didn't even notice that. There are deer horns right there on that tree. Right here. And right there, two sets of deer antlers. Looks like it fell off the deer. So the deer might, oh, nope, there's another one over there. Just past the hooves. Oh. Yeah, wow. So it's either there's some deer that drops a lot of horns in this area. So that's 4 different deer horns right on this fence. Huh. I guess they don't drop their whole horns like that, so I guess these are dead deer. Oh well. Anyway, those clouds look pretty fierce, and that's definitely the direction I'm going. So hopefully I can get a couple miles and set up my tent and not get rained on too heavily. Anyway, let's get the show on the road, as they say. Oh, there is, the trail goes up through that big field and all the way up to the top of that hill there, and then down the other side. So that's the first challenge today. Now that I'm back to the trail, I've got to go up this hill, but it just looks like a pretty level walk, so it shouldn't be too hard as long as it's windy today. The fact that I'm hiking across the bare field doesn't really help with that. Oh, hiking right into the teeth of the wind though. Oh, got a trail here. It's mostly grass, although there are some big rocks. I'm thinking I need to look at different shoes at trail days. It's not that I don't like these shoes, it's just they're making my feet hurt. So I'm probably gonna talk to somebody at trail days. It's a little windy out here today, but we'll see how we can do. Dropped my pole. That's always fun. All right, let's go up the hill. So I just started today. It is a little breezy. Jerome's having a little bit of trouble with that, but I don't know if you can see it, but there's a white blaze up there. The trail goes this way though, so we're gonna follow the trail, even though hiking across the field would be faster. Maybe it would be faster. This is a pretty area. Hopefully the drone will show the prettiness. This wind is kind of rough that I have to take down. Good place. But it's staying level. But it's doing pretty good. I mean, for such a small, lightweight drone, it does do what I need it to do. And that is follow me. Oh. I'm not going to do very far today. We're supposed to get a pretty heavy rainstorm this afternoon, although that can change depending on what valley you're in, so who knows what the weather will do. But my feet are pretty rough after yesterday. I could barely walk this morning when I got out of my tent. But alright. So I put it into spotlight mode pretty high up, maybe 40 feet up on off trail, and we'll see how it does tracking me as I walk around it through the field. and then I'll pull it back to me with manual control again. See if it's still tracking me. Ooh, that's actually farther away than I thought it was. Oh, looks like it's tracking me. So, hopefully this works, and I don't have to go back and get it. Alright, so up ahead of me is a switchback, which will bring me back towards the drone. Hopefully, it does. Probably out of connection, is it? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how this works. Hell, I don't even see the drone anymore. It's still following me though. I still really don't see it. Uh-oh. It sees me, but I do not see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's not right. So this is the type of style that I generally hate. Because you either have to take your pack off, toss it over the other side, and then climb over, or you have to climb over with your pack. But there is a third option, which is what I'm going to show you here. You just still have to take off your pack, but you notice can just slide right underneath the wire if you take your pack off. But climbing over this with a pack on, for some people they can do it. For me, not so much. Alright, trail goes over the stile. I was going to record it with my drone, but my drone's suffering critically low battery. There's no place to set my pack down without getting it covered in mud. Also, there's other hikers around, so I'm just going to go over. Sorry you don't get to see it. Check out this flower. It's really pretty. I don't know what it's called, but oh, it's purple. Purple is my favorite color, and that is a pretty flower. Oh, there's another one. All right. I thought I saw a bear, but it's actually a couple cows next to the trail. I've been seeing hoof prints for cows, so it's not too surprising. But for a second there, I thought it was a bear that I was seeing. It's exactly the color I would expect to see a bear to be. But they're cows. It's kind of disappointing. I thought I had a bear sighting, but nope. Just a couple cows. Looks like one is standing up and the other is laying down. Watch. Hey there, big guy. You looking at me? I'm looking at you. The sky's getting dark. Starting to smell like it might rain. So hopefully I can make it to the where I'm going to camp. Back there it's still clear. Hopefully I can make it to where I'm going to camp before the skies open up on me. I just came around the corner. I found a whole buttload of cows just staring at me. But, that explains why I'm not going to drink out of that water source or camp in this lovely field, because cows. I'm sure they wouldn't bother me, but they might. I don't want to risk losing my tent to a cow. That would be embarrassing. Kind of like new trail name, kind of embarrassing. Alright. These guys are definitely getting gray. And I've heard a couple peals of thunder, so I gotta push on. I'm less than half a mile from the road. It's a shame that this is a cow field, because over there, that's a beautiful area to camp in. But too many cows, too much cow shit. It's a shame. Oh well. Somebody's field. I mean, that right over there, that section right there, almost looks like some sort of mythical fairy garden. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm saying. I can't really see the screen, it's because of the sun. But just all those trees and plants, and it's really pretty. But cow shit. Good morning. It is May 6th. Packed up and ready to get hiking. I stayed last night at Bear Garden Hostel, hiker hostel. I came in here because it was looking to be rainy, and B, I rolled my ankle when I was coming through the those pastures, and it's been bothering me. I'm a little concerned by it. I think I need to get new boots. I'll be doing that at trail days. I'll be looking at some new boot options. But my ankles have been really bothering me like the last couple of days. And not just because I rolled it. I mean, I did roll my ankle yesterday, but my feet have been bothering me for a couple of days anyway. So not super happy about that, but not much I can do about it. I'm gonna try to do 7 miles today, 6.8, from here to the next road. So let's hope I can do it, because my like I said, my ankles are really bothering me. But 9 days till trail days. So talk to you later. Pretty shelter next to the trail, not mall. Here's the trail. Gotta keep going. It's only 11:30. I don't want to stop. I've only been going for like an hour and a half or so. So just gonna keep going. So I found a sitting log a couple tenths of a mile past the shelter. I'm going to take some ibuprofen and have a snack while I wait for it to kick in. My feet are, my heel on my left foot and my ankle on my right foot are really bothering me. So I'm hoping that this will help, this ibuprofen will help me keep hiking. This hill is actually kind of pretty smooth. Looks like almost like an old road bed or something. It's hard to tell exactly if it's an old road bed or if it's just that the trail's been here for a lot of years. But it looks like it could be an old road bed. So there was this nice sitting log, big ass tree that came down probably from Halloween, although maybe not. But it gave me a nice sitting log to sit on to stop. I just got passed by this guy wearing winter boots. So I asked him if he had a trail name yet. And I suggested that he take the trail name Puss in Boots, or Boots. So just named the guy. And dropped my trekking pole while I was doing it. Anyway, took some ibuprofen, took 4 200 milligram tablets, and had a snack, and now I'm hiking again. I've come probably 2/10 of a mile since I stopped, but figured I'd update you. First mushroom I've seen this year. Don't recognize the type. Don't care enough to stop and try to figure it out, and I don't have service here, so I couldn't post it to Facebook anyway. Well, I'm 0.3 from the top of this mountain that I'm climbing, 171 feet up, so not bad. After I get to the top of this, I have a downhill, one little tiny uphill, like only a couple hundred feet, and then downhill to the road, where hopefully my friend will be waiting for me. I'm going to text him from the top of this hill once I get to last 0.3. Also, I'm going to take off my sweatshirt because it's getting to get a little warm. I'm sweating pretty hard. The ibuprofen, my feet still hurt. I don't know. I don't know if it's kicked in or not. Should have by now, but my feet still hurt pretty bad. Although it's not as bad as they would have without the ibuprofen. All right, I'm almost there. I'm about a half a mile south of Lick Creek. Lick Creek used to have a bridge, but it's been out since 2020, so I will have to ford it, which means I'll have to stop, take my boots off, put my Crocs on, walk through the river, dry my feet, put my boots back on. But that's better than having soaking wet feet. One of my boots is already wet, and I don't want to have both of them soaking wet. It's knee deep, is what I was told earlier by another hiker that was going south. So yeah, I don't want to walk through that. Check out all the tadpoles in this water. I don't know if you can see them. Oh yeah, you can. Look at them all. Holy crap, there must be 1,000 tadpoles in that water. Maybe not quite 1,000. But they're big ones too. They're all gonna turn into frogs. But this is just a puddle that was ripped up by a tree. So this is the ford. There's another person here, so I can't put up the drone. If you were crazy, you could try to balance across the log, but I'm just gonna walk right through the water because that's the safest. Anytime you're crossing water, even shallow water that looks perfectly fine like this, your chest strap on your pack and your waist belt strap should be always 100% of the time be unlatched, because if God forbid you fall over in water, even water shallow like this, if you fall over in the middle of a river and your pack belt is hooked, the waist belt is hooked, your chest strap is hooked, the pack will act like an anchor and drag you down, and you could drown before you ever get a chance to get the pack unhooked. So anytime you're wading through rivers, you should always unhook your pack belt your waist belt in there. So I made it across. Obviously, I just need to oh, nice camping spot, but I'm not stopping. I need to dry my feet off, put my boots back on, and then I will continue hiking. Oh, fortunately, I got that towel that I bought at Neil's Gap and haven't really used for its intended purpose. I bought this way back at Neil's Gap. It says hiker to town on one side, hiker to trail on the other, but I never really use it for hitchhiking. So I've got 1.4 miles with a climb of 276 feet, so not too bad. Ooh, slippery mud. Alright, I'm gonna put my camera, put my phone away and focus on completing this last mile and a half. 1.4 or whatever. One other thing I want to mention about water crossings where you have to wade, and this is kind of very important. If you don't have Crocs or other type of water shoes of some sort, wear your boots. It's gonna suck walking with wet feet. Trust me, I've done it. But if you don't have some sort of water shoe to put on your feet, wear your boots, because you never know when you might step on a sharp rock and cut your foot, or a piece of glass and cut your foot, or just stub your toe. Anything like that, you step on something sharp, or it can really wreck your hike. I mean, not only are you likely to fall in the river where your pack gets soaked and all your gear gets trashed, but then you've got a cut foot and you need to get out and you need help. So yes, always wear something on your feet when you're crossing a river. And if you are crossing a dangerous river, make sure your electronics are sealed up into Ziploc bags, because if you cut your foot and fall and your pack gets utterly drenched, at least your phone, hopefully, is sealed up in a Ziploc bag and doesn't get wet. You can get it out, and if you have service, you can call for help. But yeah, the likelihood that you would cut your foot on something sharp if you try to cross the river barefoot is high. So I highly recommend never trying to cross barefoot, which is why I carry Crocs. One of the reasons I carry Crocs. So anyway, all right. So it's 4:23, about a half mile downhill to make it to the road where I'm meeting my friend. So, well, I made it. 4:49. Friend's not here yet, but I'll give him a while. A lot longer than I gave him the other day. I don't want to miss him again. I should feel real bad. He came all the way out to the woods to see me, and I wasn't there because we didn't have cell phone service, so I didn't get his message that he was on his way, and he didn't get my message that I went to the hostel until he had already left the area.